Have you ever been in that situation where your crush seems to be giving you mixed signals? So, it's hard to figure out how they really feel about you. Well, look no further, because we're here to give you an inside scoop into the subtle signs that could indicate your crush really likes you. In this video, we're going to reveal 13 signs that will tell you if your crush likes you for sure. No more guessing games or trying to decode their behavior. If you're looking for a definite answer, then this is the video for you. Number 1. They do things to get your attention. So here's the thing. If you notice that your crush always seems to grab the attention of people around you, chances are they're interested in you. Think about it this way. If your crush doesn't pay much attention to you, it could be because they're shy or afraid of rejection. But if this keeps happening, it's a good sign that they like you but struggle to show it. You know what's interesting? When they crack a joke and make everyone laugh, pay attention to them. Because if they catch you staring at them while they're talking to someone else, they will try to make you laugh or engage with you to get your attention. That's a clear indication of their interest. Pretty clever, right? Number 2. When they see you, they smile. You know when you catch your crush smiling the moment they see you? It's like a clear indication that they have feelings for you. After all, the way someone looks at you can reveal so much about their emotions. It's even more telling when their eyes widen and they get all excited to talk or hang out with you. And get this, even after they realize you're looking at them, they might keep on smiling, hoping you'll notice. If this happens over and over again, it's really likely that your crush feels the same way, but is trying to hide it. Number 3. They're visibly nervous when you're around. So, one of the clearest signs that your crush might be interested in you is when they start getting all nervous around you. At first, it might be just subtle things like butterflies in their stomach and being a bit touchy. But as time goes on, their nervousness becomes more obvious. You'll notice that uncertain tone in their voice, and they'll find any excuse to strike up a conversation with you even when it's unnecessary. And as time passes, you'll see that they can effortlessly keep the conversation going and never seem to run out of things to say. Psychology tells us that when someone gets nervous around you, it's probably because they want to impress you and they care about what you think of them. So watch out for signs like sweaty palms and a shaky voice. And if they consistently act this way every time you're in the same room, well, it's a pretty clear sign that they have feelings for you, but they're trying to play it cool. Number 4. You see them staring at you. You know what's a clear indication that your crush is interested in you? When you catch them gazing at you, especially when your eyes meet. And if they keep staring at you even after a few seconds, before finally turning away, it's a sign that they have feelings for you. Some studies showed that when someone likes you, they find it hard to take their eyes off of you. They'll hold your gaze for longer than usual, and it won't even feel awkward. But at the same time, if your crush is trying to hide their emotions, they'll make sure to avoid looking in your direction too much. Funny, isn't it? Number 5. They find ways to keep the conversation with you going. So, here's the thing. Research shows that when you're trying to impress someone you really admire, you want to keep the conversation going. You ask them about their life and crack some jokes when it feels right. And most importantly, they make sure the conversation you're having keeps flowing until you both decide to stop. This means that if your crush keeps doing all of this, it could mean they have feelings for you, but are trying really hard to hide it. It's like they have a secret romantic interest in you, especially if they genuinely want to know all about your life and have deep conversations with you. Number 6. They give you mixed signals. Getting mixed signals can be super frustrating, right? But here's the thing. It might actually be a way to figure out if your crush is into you. For instance, if they're all over the place, sometimes playing hard to get and other times showering you with care and affection, chances are they have feelings for you. Perhaps they want your attention, but find it hard to say it outright. People do this kind of thing because they're scared to be vulnerable. So when someone acts hot and cold, it usually means they like you, but struggle to express it. This ties into the next sign. Number 7. They keep playing hard to get. If you feel like your crush is playing hard to get, it could mean they're trying to shift your focus away from their real emotions. It's like a subconscious way for them to hide their feelings, especially if they're shy but actually want more attention from you. For example, if your crush seems to occasionally avoid you or keep their distance when you're around, they might have feelings for you but are trying not to show them. Now, if they consistently avoid you and even push you away, it could actually mean the opposite. that they're just not into you. So it's better to be cautious and not blindly pursue your crush. Make sure they feel the same way about you before taking any action or getting your hopes up. Number 8. They follow and interact with you on social media. If someone has feelings for you, they'll find ways to connect with you on social media. It could be as simple as liking your Instagram photos or retweeting one of your tweets. But here's the thing. Sometimes that assumption doesn't always hold true. You see, there are folks out there who can't help but wear their heart on their sleeve, even online. So, they might shower your posts with comments and reactions, ranging from adorable little compliments to heartfelt emojis. It's all part of their unique way of expressing themselves, you know? And they actually do that without any feelings involved on their part. Now, on the flip side, if this behavior starts getting a bit excessive, it could be a sign of something more serious. Maybe they're trying a little too hard to show how much they care about you. Number 9. When they hear someone talking negatively about you, they defend you. When someone genuinely cares about you, they'll have your back, even if they don't know the person who's talking negatively about you or have any personal stake in the conversation. They won't care what others think as long as you're taken care of. If they get defensive for you, it means they feel threatened by what others say. At the same time, they might try to hide their true feelings, change the subject, or avoid talking about it altogether. They're afraid of being judged if their real affection for you is exposed. If you notice this kind of behavior from someone you admire, it could be a sign that they have feelings for you, even if they don't realize it themselves. Number 10. They come up with reasons to be with you. You know, one sign that the person you're interested in might actually like you back is when they actively find ways to be around you, even in group situations. Like, they might suggest hanging out with you and your friends, or they might come up with excuses to skip certain events unless you're there. It's like they're drawn to the idea of being in a relationship with you, even if it's not official yet. At first, they might just be super friendly. But as they get more comfortable around you, they might start dropping hints or acting flirtatious. That's when you'll start to realize that their feelings are directed towards you. Number 11. They don't mind talking about you. Research has shown that when someone really likes you, they tend to talk about you a lot in conversations with others. It's like they just can't help but mention you all the time. They're so genuinely curious about you that they even ask their friends for their opinions. Some people go even further and start imagining different scenarios in their minds just to bring you up in discussions. What's more, they're so interested in hearing what others think about you, and they're not afraid to subtly ask about you through indirect questions. Number 12. They text first. If someone likes you, they usually start the conversation when texting. Their messages may not be super creative, but that's because they might be unsure of what to say and prefer to keep it simple. But if this happens a lot, it could be a clear sign that your crush is also interested in you. One way to find this out is by looking at the type of messages they send. If they consistently send you funny or flirty texts all day long, they're likely trying to impress you and show their intentions. Pay attention to flirty texts sent at odd hours, as it could mean they're making an effort to put themselves out there. Number 13. They get jealous. Noticing signs of jealousy can be quite challenging since they're not always obvious, right? And some people are naturally reserved, so even if they feel jealous, it may not be so apparent. But here's a little tip. Keep an eye out for any changes in their facial expression when someone gets too close or flirts with you, especially if they're around. It could be a strong indication that they actually have feelings for you. Of course, only time will confirm the truth, but one approach to finding out is by subtly flirting with someone else and seeing how they react. If they try to steer the conversation elsewhere or get visibly annoyed, well, it's likely because they're harboring some serious feelings for you. Here are 2 more videos you may find interesting. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and share the video with your friends. And for more interesting videos like this, subscribe to the channel.